Okay, so I'm just going to talk to you and give you the whole journey. Um, whole journey. Okay, I'm like, what are you pleasing? Jar. Fat jar. Okay, so, plus I got a candle. So my journey, I had 100% testosterone, super potent, taking a high dosage, didn't work out for me. So my second attempt was 100% testosterone, less potent, and so then I took less of a dose, and I think it also went into a spiritual dose, which is 1 to 3 drops, maybe up to 5 drops, is a spiritual dose as like, per taking it, per instance that you take it. And then, but I went to spiritual dose later. So I think the first one was it's less potent, and I'm just taking less of a dose, but still a physical dose. Like, I think I was taking maybe like a half ounce or an ounce initially for my first attempt. And so then I just started taking like 7 to 14 drops, or just like a dropper full. For my second attempt, that I would say went pretty well. It was like slow going. I didn't take it circadian, kind of just when I was like working with myself. I think at first I took it for like a month, and then I kind of a little more sporadic. So that kind of told me too, maybe my dose was still too high. And like I said, I eventually went to a spiritual dose, 1 to 3 doses, and doing that circadian. And then I think it kind of ended with me taking a little bit more towards the end, going from a spiritual dose back to a low dose, a low physical dose, and getting the results that I wanted. Really, I was wanting to get to know my masculine, getting to know my external genitals, and I got to like sexually, just emotionally, physically, with myself, with my family or my relatives, and just unleashing that story, which is very much like my intersex story. I would also say trauma came out. It wasn't all just like, yeah, bonding. And I will also say my boobs reduced in size during that time. And it was pretty slow going, or maybe even towards the end of it, I just noticed like, and then they were just gone because I was doing testosterone. A few sun cycles, right? And I was saying off and on. I'm trying to think. That was 2017, 2019. I think it's still very much in the pot. So maybe it was about 5 sun cycles, or maybe I'm still on it. I started in 2016 with my testosterone journey. Or like my journey to get to know my my external genitals. I'm not sure if any of this has made sense for you. I guess too, I'm just recapping my journey in my mind. I didn't I thought I was going to talk to you about something else. So this is really exciting to remember and reminisce my own journey. Okay, so now we're like maybe a sun cycle in the past from right now. And my boobs went down. I did this whole great journey with my external genitals, mind, body, spirit, and generationally, emotionally, pleasurably, and then I came out of that. Let's call it a bubble. I came out of that bubble with smaller breasts. And a lot of like triumph and achievement and processing and completion. I would also say it felt really complete, which is exciting. I just want to take a moment to congratulate myself and like, did it, right? I wanted to go on that journey. I did. I had a therapist. I had support groups. peers, travel, nature, herbal medicine, definitely created a container for myself to do that work. And so now I'm at a place where I think I just want to change my hormonal base, because I liked connecting, but I also like my boobs. So I want them to come back. And if you know, I already have small boobs, tiny boobs. So I'm just like, can I just keep that tiny boob? And actually, I was like, let's grow it a little, because I've always wanted a slightly bigger boob, just to jiggle in my hands. Really super selfish. But like I said, getting clear on why. And so then I'm like, okay, now for my, I guess, third attempt, I want a balance. I want estrogen as well. Like, I want to keep who I am. Maybe with a little extra fat in my breast. While also staying connected to my masculine. So, like I said, my body produces 1/3 testosterone, 2/3 estrogen, and so I just want to do a little less estrogen, a little more testosterone, and keep them both flowing, and enough estrogen to keep up with the testosterone, because like I said, some people want to block one hormone or the other, and that's what I was doing before. When I was 100% testosterone, I was blocking estrogen kind of with foods I was eating, teas I was drinking, and things like that. So now I'm bringing them both in, right? I'm intersex, bringing them both in. And so I did 50-50, or no, I did my third attempt, and my first going at of both was 1/3 testosterone, 2/3 estrogen, which is what my body already produces, what I learned in that process. So now I'm doing 50-50. And it's brewing. So I'm a little bit nervous what I'm going to do for the next few months, because I keep doing this thing where I make medicine, but not enough to get through my attempt, or like the bubble that I'm creating, or like for estrogen to grow your boobs, you have to do it for 5 moon cycles. And so if I only, like, I just had 3 months of medicine, and I would say I was taking it as a supplement. Maybe I'll go back to just taking one of these as a supplement. But that's what I was saying too. It feels way more digestive, and my stomach's been hurting. So I don't know what to do. I'm just talking to the seed. It was saying to some things we could do to figure this out, work this out. So that's exciting. Potential. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. If I could make 5 months of medicine all at the same time. But maybe I can get through this month. Like I said, I've got that vinegar. Oh, you know what I did with that vinegar? I put the Gallia. This is a seed from the melon. The Gallia. I say it's so weird. Gallia seeds. Oh, I want a way to show you all seeds better. Like, in their brilliance. And I could take pictures and da. But if some of you know, my tech skills are way low. I don't trust any of it, so I don't use it very much. And it's a hot mess. But I love a hot mess. Do I? Shouldn't just yell that into the world. I'll take that back. Take it back. Perfect. So that's been my journey. So get clear on why or what you want to be like oh, this is, yeah, I'm like, what, why, who, when, where? Something in me articulating for this video. I think maybe it's a little trickery in some way. Like, I have been doing a lot of work breaking the cycles, becoming different, and like I said, I had that whole support network system in place while I was doing things, and getting clear while you're doing things. Sometimes I do things to hide, and I'm just realizing that just doesn't benefit, right? There's just not a lot of benefits in hiding, and sometimes there are. Just surviving can be a whole thing. But getting clarity, and I think having that clarity, I feel like sometimes I'm hiding, but telling myself I'm like being bold and I'm out in the streets, when I'm actually hiding, when I'm numbing. So get that clarity, get your awareness, have some discernment, research plants that are high in estrogen and testosterone, and figure out how you can utilize them in your life. And if there's certain aspects that you want to shift, you can find plants that specifically target those regions. If it's voice, if it's facial features, if it's hair. I'm not sure what else plants can do here. I think a lot of folks too are on synthetic hormones, and they have long-term effects. So get preventative with herbs to support your liver and your kidneys and your organs, the lining of your stomach, the lining of your organs, or like your intestines, and realize even if you're not on natural hormones, you can still partner with plants to make your synthetic hormone journey more pleasurable, more healthy, and like sustain it, because sometimes people come off of it with like a slew of problems. So when you come off of it, you would be like have better health, or like maintain the health that you have. So I think that is my input, my rant. Thank you so much for journeying with me. I totally love that. Junto, siempre.